Hey guys, Barks here and welcome back to another Taiwanese rap reaction. Today we are going to look again at Dwagie, and today I'm looking at a song that I was suggested in the last video, and this one is called The One. But before we get into it guys, please remember if you want to see more content like this, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons so I can hit my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of January. Now let's get into the video. Once again, before I get into these videos, I always try and look at the lyrics because my Chinese isn't that great. So I need some help and I try and get a translated transcript of the lyrics so I can understand a little bit about what the song's about. And this song is just another one of those that I would be expecting from Dwagie. With every song of his that I look at, I just gain more and more respect for this guy. He's the man. I literally get everything that he's on about. Looking at the last song with the things he was talking about, how he was focused on his goals and the things that he achieved. Now he's talking about this whole thing about the Matrix. And in this song, he's talking more about how we are in this matrix, that we are controlled and that we need to wake up and we need to take back some of our rights. And I understand exactly what he's talking about in this song. As far as the translation goes, that's what I'm gathering. I'm just going to look at a few of the lyrics first before we get into the actual song, but here's one of them. This is the hook. Warriors of Zion, stand up bravely, not afraid of any sacrifice for our rights. Anti-exploitation, fight for equality. My comrades, fight to the death for tomorrow's victory. Warriors of Zion. Zion is like the utopia, I guess, that a lot of us would hope for. It's like the perfect world where we are 100% free, that we can do and be who we want to be, and the laws and everything is very just towards everyone who lives there. There is no disparity between the rich and the poor. Everyone is on this equal playing field, and it's basically like a perfect world. So what he's trying to ask people to do is, those people who believe that that world can exist, stand up for it. Let's go. Like, let's start a revolution almost. Some of the other lyrics in this song that I really resonated with: they keep working hard to keep you from noticing that it is easier to enslave you as a slave, to generate electricity and to supply the mother host. Now the blue pill is to pause and go back to that virtual situation. The red is to keep listening and let me lead you out of this machine. So in there he's talking about, we're in this distractive existence where things like the news and everything, it's there to distract you from really what's going on. It's to keep you caught up so you don't see what's going on. And he's saying, listen to me, listen to what I'm saying. I will lead you out of this situation. Some more of the lyrics here. A sheep-like populace would produce a wolf-like government. Speaking of which, Smith has found you. He pulls the trigger, but you dodge by leaning back. It's your turn to fight back and turn the tide of the battle to win this battle. Prior to that, there was a little bit about how certain governments in certain countries are controlling and they're keeping you blind to what's going on. And it's just more about the more you don't speak out, the more you don't stand up, the more you cower and crawl into your shell and just let it kind of happen, the more power they gain, the more oppressed you become. But he's saying you're not going to do that. You're going to be like Neo. You're going to dodge the bullets and you are going to fight back. Last little bit, and I like this part here. It's, you will not only care about which island and which sea is your territory. You are more concerned with issues such as the environment, humanity, faith, hunger, anti-war, etc. The level of your thinking will go far beyond the country. What you want to pursue is the greatest self that human beings face. I really resonate with that point that he's making in the song there. It's, we're still so concerned about countries and race and who owns what and whose government is right and whose political stance is correct, when we're not focusing on our environment, surviving as a species. We are all the same. We are one species. I always put it like this: if we don't get over our differences and all the crap that we create around our society, when an asteroid comes to wipe out our planet, we are not going to be prepared to take it out so we survive, because we're so caught up in our own stuff. We're so worried about what this dude said about us, or what this government is doing, or all these other things that people just get so distracted by that we're just not prepared. If we don't unite as a civilization, as humans on this planet, we are not going to be prepared when some real shit happens. So I'm really into this song already, and I haven't even heard it, and I'm really thankful that it was suggested to me, because this is something I'm really passionate about, and it just further ingratiates Dwagie to me. I feel like I really get this dude. I get where he's coming from. I want to sit down and talk with him one day, like, and understand and just have a conversation about all this sort of stuff, because I really think we would see eye to eye on a lot of topics. Anyway, I've waffled on long enough. Let's get into the song.
站显示的关键字不断检视，这新闻和电视，他们写的颂扬已逝世，领袖的诗词一字字，一次次用默写的历史式去写的事实。但你的声带老早被割掉，早已习惯不咆哮，高级的人被戴上脚铐，没有人会想要吵闹。这里是游戏却没乌鸦，有面具没面貌的世界，更不会有包公摘乌纱，用虎头铡砸成是美。但你竟然还帮他们将批判的异议分子清算，阻挡自由女神的火光照亮这城市阴暗。你不自觉地成为了高墙的建造者，你不晓得你正痛恨着被压迫的人，爱着施暴者，他们不停努力让你不行。第一目的就是比较容易奴隶你发电供应母体主机，现在蓝色要玩是按暂停，回那虚拟情境，红色是继续听，让我引领。
What is all this about? That's my question first. I understand sort of what the song's about, but what am I seeing here? This protests? If someone can let me know, just what are these events that he's referring to in the imagery that's being used in this music video?
从这机器里亲爱的战士们啊，勇敢地站出来，为了我们的权利，不怕任何牺牲，在我血生平中，我的同志们，为了明天的胜利，誓死战斗到底。你该知道原本是前面。
That reminded me a lot of like those, like the old Russian sort of music. There was a movie called, it's a submarine movie with Liam Neeson and fucking Han Solo, Harrison Ford, and what's it called? Oh, Jesus, I'm gonna have to look it up. Oh, The Widowmaker. There's just scenes in that where there's like a lot of like those Russian anthem kind of songs, pro, political songs, pro camaraderie, brotherhood sort of songs. And that's just what that whole hook reminded me of. And I guess it is, it's like a call to arms. Very well tied in with what he's trying to say there.
直到坦克压死全是尸体遍布，敏感日期自行解读，你可知道军人枪柄暴力，德瓦森吕头点敲击诺贝尔奖得主地遭遇是被关在地牢里，看网页时不该被眼睛监视一堆事，得掩饰一堆字不该有背景的电影电视和歌曲限制你文章不应总是有谁是不能去讽刺这种事，总之你该有权利从此对血淋淋铜像比出你中指，贫富不均借政府裁员贪官就用选票说再见，你不该总埋怨总哀怨说你不。
So what was this? Does anyone know what this is about? Like it's a barricade, obviously, and some people are trying to get through. I think they're trying to get through. It looks like they're trying to pull it down. What are these events? Because I think that the song and the lyrics that I read, it's like a metaphor for an event or some things that happened, or there was a situation, because I'm just not clued in about it because I'm from a different country. It would be really helpful if someone could explain more about what he's referring to, maybe with the metaphor that this song is.
能够改变你不该不断忍住对这一切不敢愤怒，快把这种心态跟群羊一般民众会产生出让一般政府讲到这使命是一找到你的扣下扳机，但你换做出闪避换你反击扭转战局要战赢这战役，你知道如何处理透过注意图形奴役狙击他们再努力也无力锁住你，快出击把歌传出去。亲爱的战士们啊，勇敢地站出来，为了我们的权利，不怕任何牺牲，在我血生平中，我的同志们，为了明天的胜利，誓死战斗到底。
I'm not saying I really would say I'm feeling the beat or anything like that. His flows are still him, like he's still sick, but it's not a song that I guess I would normally listen to. But I guess sometimes as well, you get songs like this where maybe you don't feel it musically, but it's what they're saying is so potent that it makes you like the song.
火将燎原，请相信我，你会高举烈火，切断天空，黑暗划破夜晚，向天空飞。但你就是那只巨鹰，飞行在暴风前端。你会说我感到担忧、难受、难过、战斗，然后我拒绝活在这样的国家，但我不打算走，掌控权终将回到我们手上，不再是空讲或疯狂的痴人空想。猴子们说想再拿到左轮手枪，此后没人能捂住你眼睛、嘴巴、耳朵。从今之后，这里会充满正义、自由，官员得跪下亲吻平民指头，军队再无法抢走人民任何一块饼干，同时富人再无法抢走穷人最后一碗米饭。你不还是只在意哪块岛、哪片海事领域？你更在意环境、人道、信仰、饥饿、反战等议题。你所思考的层面将远远的超越。
Oh, okay. So there was a protest and the citizens took parliament. Right. When was that? Someone let me know when that was. This is obviously a big event here in Taiwan. For him to feel like he needs to write a song about it, and now I'm starting to see a little bit about the metaphor in the song. It still relates to a lot of what I was talking about before, but I can see that what he's talking about is related to Taiwan.
如果你想追求的是人类面对的更大的我，这座机器将慢慢毁坏，时空再次重生，这不再是风在象牙塔的白日梦，你会打倒史密斯，拯救西安，等着看，因为祭司已经告诉我，你就是 The One。西安的战士们啊，勇敢地站出来。
I guess the one thing I really noticed about Dwagie is that he's very pro Taiwan. He's very pro his country, and he really stands up with his art form for his country. And I respect that about him. Like, it's not something that you kind of see a lot back where I'm from in Australia. Maybe, you know, over the last couple of years that could have changed, but it's not something I'm accustomed to seeing. And I understand that this is something that would be more prevalent here with just how Taiwan is and where Taiwan is and the situation Taiwan is in as a country. So I actually think he's very brave in himself for a lot of the things that he says in his songs. You know, this is not the first song that I've encountered where he's very pro against something and really bringing awareness to an issue that could get him in trouble. I think that if he was probably maybe in another country, he might get in trouble. He might get a little bit more silenced, I guess, or people would push against him a lot harder from the forces that be that he is talking out against. So to do what he's doing is very admirable, and I think that just speaks volumes of who he is as a person and why he's so popular and why so many people support him. Musically, wouldn't say it's the most favorite song that I've heard, but I get what it's about, which makes it hold a lot more value. It is more a song with a purpose to send a message rather than to get on the charts and sound good and be in the top 40 or anything like that. You know, I get what this song is about, and the purpose behind the song is not to be a pop song. Definitely a very charged song. It's actually very interesting for me to delve into Dwagie and see this side of an artist. It reminds me a lot of almost like Tupac in a way, where he was very vocal about certain issues that were going on in his environment, in his country at the time, and the things that he was dealing with on a day-to-day basis. So guys, that's my take on this song. If there's any more that you want me to check out, just let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.